about this talk about not leaking data early? There's no point of doing it if Square does it himself, right? Leon, the ruler of the sea, also friend with Eltrix, is a very strong merchant and also a very strong speed DPS. First is a 5-hit spear, a 5-hit single target spear. Remember how back in the old days 5-hit used to be a random target thing? And now we got power creep and get an upgrade to a single target now. So how Leon works is that some of his skill grant him the effect of extra attack, which will repeat a certain attack with the other skill that has the clause where it will be repeated if it has extra attack. His strongest skill is a 230 nuke that can also inflict spear and stab resistance down, and can also be repeated with the extra attack. He also has a spear AoE that can also inflict attack and magic attack down, and the same for defense and magic defense down. Both of those skills can be double cast. So here's how you use Leon. You just want to shield break, then just spam his 5-hit. If you want to use his other utility along with shield breaking, then spam his 5-hit and then use one of his AoE debuffing skill, and then spam his 5-hit again, and then repeat again, and then repeat and repeat. And then when the enemy is broken, you would use your 230 nuke and deal big damage to them. His first passive is a damage passive, and along with that, also help out with SP problem. So if you have this on and you spam your 5-hit, your 5-hit will not consume as much SP at all. And his second passive is, it is nice. You will see the effect if you do test it out for yourself. But the effect of this passive, it just is so passive to the point where it feels like he doesn't have a second passive at all. Like, you know, like those passives that we have on the skill board where it's like a random element 10% resistance up? Stuff like that. You know they are there, but like you don't really feel it in battle. The same goes for this passive. And also, you would not really bring Leon just for this passive though. Yes, the effect is nice, but the effect is also really minimal impact and you won't feel it most of the time. And for his ultimate, this is a strong damage ultimate. Not strong to the point where you want to level 10 it, but strong enough that it is good to use. So how you will use this is that on the turn that you break the enemy, most of your DPS will have 5 boost points already. On the turn you break them, Leon uses ultimate, so everyone will get an extra BP for the next turn, so they can boost max twice in a row. And not to mention, it's also work with Leon too. Since Leon can only use his double cast nuke once per break anyway, you might as well, on the first turn of the break, you would use his ultimate, and on the second turn, you would double cast your nuke. Leon can spam his 5-hit skill without much of a problem, because his passive does reduce the SP consumption of his skill for a bit, and he can also help out other debuffer on your team reach the debuff cap with his own debuff. Though he do have 2 weaknesses I can think of though. One is that he can't double cast twice during break, so on one turn you would deal 2 times the 400 power nuke, and on the next turn you can only do 1 hit of it because his extra attack is removed. The second is that he is not good at stat shield breaking, since his 5-hit spear only hits spear unlike his other skill that he has. He do has a 3-hit random spear that hits staff, but it's a 3-hit and it's random. So for stat shield breaking, unless the enemy is single target, you would have a bit of a harder time to shield break with Leon. Currently, Ian, Leon is the best speed DPS in the game, along with Roland. And technically, Quasar do deal more damage than both of them, but at the same time, Quasar is limit. He has a limit and he is hard to use. He also technically strongest stat DPS because he also hits staff, and we don't really have any other strong stat DPS besides only Yellow, I think. In JP we have Magnolia and Patricio. Both can deal much more damage than Leon does. So Leon is still strong in JP, it's just that he is slowly losing his place in the speed team comp. So in a usual speed team comp now, you would run Magnolia, Patricio, Solon, and Witcher, and sometimes Roland too, since he does help with the debuff. Of course, if you like some of these units, you will still use Leon, but he just does not deal as much damage as Magnolia or Patricio does. Good thing though is that he is still really good at doing staff damage, but staff team con thing is not really a thing. Like, unless the enemy is only weak to staff, then you would bring Leon, but if they weak to any other weakness, then you would not really bring Leon, because hopefully the other weakness, they have better unit for it. Let's compare Leon to Ian Roland, which is the other best speed DPS in the game right now. Multi-hit wise, 5-hit spear versus a 4-hit spear that can be a 5-hit if Roland switch roll. In this one, Leon win because, well, his 5-hit is easier to spam and it doesn't have the... and it's always a 5-hit compared to Roland, who is a 4-hit most of the time. Although Roland is an AoE attack, so if it's single target, then Leon win, but if it's multiple enemy, then Roland win. Next is the strongest attack. Leon is 400 potency at max boost, while Roland is 450 potency at max boost. I would say Roland is a little bit better here, because Leon do has 35 extra attack advantage compared to Roland, but it's also 100 potency difference, so I would say that in terms of doing damage, let's just say they're on par. And last is debuffing. Leon can very easily inflict 4 tons of debuff in one attack with his double casting, while Roland is the king of debuffing of spear and defense down. Leon is more useful if you just want to debuff just general stats, while Roland is better if you want to debuff specifically spear and defense down and cap them out also. So my conclusion for these two is that despite Ian Roland is very strong, it does not take away what makes Leon so strong. It can also synergize together with the spear resistance down thing, where Leon debuff one and Roland debuff the other one so they can stack on top of each other. Same goes for defense, so Roland can save a skill slot. If you have these two on the same team and also add in Richard for overkill if you do have him, you will absolutely shred any enemy that is weak to spear. So, in conclusion, you do not have Roland, then pull for Leon. If you have Roland, then you can also pull for Leon if you want your spear team comp to be super overkill. If, however, you can be patient on the Sacred Blaze unit, after the next unit, which is Kanadi, we will also get the Witch of Salvation Dito Dana, and also the most powerful magic DPS in the game. However, Dito Dana is very far away though, like half a year far away, so it's also fine to pull for Leon here too.